Hello everyone, welcome to this video where we are required to express the following as a fraction in its simplest form. So I will turn my attention to the denominator. Are they the same? No. So in order to add a fraction, we do need to make sure they have a common denominator, and the common denominator preferably will be the lowest common multiple. So you will see Mr. Tan here multiply by y, and for this fraction I will multiply by x such that the common denominator will be xy. Then I will have my 5y, and not forgetting the plus my 6 times x will be 6x. And since there is no more common factor in the numerator, this will be the final answer for this part of this question. Let's move on to the next part of the question. Hello everyone, welcome to this part of the video where we are required to express the following as a fraction in its simplest form. So you could see me zooming in into the denominator, and when we add fractions, we must make sure that the denominator is the same, and therefore I just need to make sure that I multiply by x, and here I multiply by 8, so that the common denominator will be the lowest common multiple between the two denominator, 8x square. So the whole thing will be over 8x square, and the numerator will then be 7x plus 8 times 1 will be 8. And since the numerator I cannot factorize further, this will be the final answer. Let's move on to the next example. Hello everyone, welcome to this part of the problem where we are going to minus fractions, and you could see me zooming into the denominator, and now I'm trying to make sure that the denominator will be the same, common. And I realize that I'm lacking a k here, and I'm lacking an m here, so that the common denominator could be m and k. And my numerator would then be 6 times k, 6k, minus my 7 times m, 7m. And since the numerator I cannot factorize further, this will be the final answer for this problem. Let's move on to the next example. Hello everyone, welcome to this part of the problem where we are required to express the following as a single fraction. My attention turned to the denominator. Okay, and trying to think of what is then the lowest common multiple of 9xy squared and 15xy cubed. So on a separate note, you could then see me writing 9xy squared as 3 square times x times y square, and my 15 xy cubed as 3 times 5 times x times y cubed. The reason I'm doing this is because I'm trying to find the lowest common multiple, and by breaking the coefficients into their prime numbers, it makes things easier because I know lowest common multiple. I just need to make sure that I select the prime factors with the higher power. So if the power is the same, it does not matter which one I select. And if I have a y power 2 and y power 3, I would select the y power 3. And therefore, the lowest common multiple will be 45x y power 3. And my job now is to turn back here. How then can we get 45? So for 9, it will be times 5. And I need to have my y power 3. So I need to have an additional y. So that y times y power 2 is y power 3. I already have my xy cube here. So my job now is to make sure that 15 multiplied by 3 will give me my 45. And so for this, they will be all over 45xy power 3. 1 times 5y will be 5y minus 1 times 3 is 3. And since the numerator I cannot factorize further, this will be the final answer. Alright, let's move on to the next example. Hello everyone, welcome to this problem where we are required to express the following as a single fraction. I look at the denominator and I realize that, hey, when I subtract fractions, I do need to make the denominator the same. And since there's algebraic expression as the numerator, this is a special tip. Always put a bracket. Okay, and you will see Mr. Tan here multiplied by 2, such that the single fraction, we have a common denominator, and the common denominator is 4. And Mr. Tan will not expand and simplify first. They have the minus, so I'm going to minus x minus 1. And so from here, you can then continue. Still over 4. Then this is where we are going to expand and simplify. 2 times x, 2x. 2x times 2, that will give me positive 4. Minus bracket x minus y. If you do not see a number, actually there's an invisible number 1 here. So that it will be negative 1 times x, negative 1x. Negative 1 times negative 1, positive 1. And so the final answer, we still need to simplify the numerator. 2x minus x, 1x. positive 4 plus positive 1, total positive 5. And since the numerator we cannot factorize further, this will be the final answer. Alright. Thank you for watching this part of the video, and let's move on to the next part. Hello everyone, welcome to this part of the video where we are required to express the following as a fraction in its simplest form. And notice that the denominator are all in algebraic expression and we cannot factorize. So the next logical move would then be to multiply by, in this case here will be m minus 9. On top we also have to multiply by m minus 9, the whole bracket. I would also have to multiply by m plus 5, m plus 5, such that the denominator would be m minus 9 times m plus 5. Okay, do not expand out first when we are dealing with so many algebraic expression. So I would actually write them down neatly first. Minus, so I will have a minus. This will be m times m plus 5. So m times m plus 5. Let me make this black color so that it's neater. Okay, now that we have successfully made them into a single fraction, then we will start to expand and simplify the numerator. But before that, let me just write the denominator down. And we can then start already. 5m times m is 5m squared. 5n times negative 9 is negative 45m. This is negative m multiplied by m, negative m squared. Negative m multiplied by 5, positive 5, negative 5m. Okay. And let's continue to simplify the numerator. Alright. So since I have space at the other side, I'm going to just, let's not squeeze, I'm going to just write the other solution, continue my working here. So the whole thing is still over m minus 9, m plus 5. And let's see. 5m squared minus m squared, this will give me 4m squared. Negative 45m minus 5m, this will give me negative 50m. And if I could factorize, I continue to factorize. Okay, so that I could eventually reach my simplest form. Alright, and so this one I see that we could continue to take out common factor, 2m. That will leave me with 2m minus 50 divided by 2 will be, very good, 25 over m minus 9, m plus 5, and I cannot simplify any further. This will be the simplest form. We have come to the end of this video, so if you like this video, do give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.